Hey, it's Lance McGowan here,
Malee Simpson.
and today we're going to talk about natural solutions for moms, and this is an excellent training for you because you're going to learn a lot of stuff today, so make sure to watch this video all the way until the end. We got some awesome specials for you too and some gifts and freebies. All right, so we're actually going to start off with the history of essential oils because, this isn't something that's new. And when we do, we know that in 3500 BC, Egyptians used plant extracts for health, cosmetic, and religious purposes. And then Hippocrates, the father of modern health, he used plants with his patients in 460 BC. And then when we look at 0 BC, frankincense and myrrh were given to the Christ child. So every Christmas we know that there's gifts given, but frankincense and myrrh were prized as heavily, if not higher, than gold, which is really important to note. And then in 1943, Jean Vallier used oils on soldiers, and they were able to find out that, hey, these oils can help with folks in the military, right? So that's really awesome. And then in 2008, doTERRA formed co-impact partnerships with growers around the world to protect agricultural traditions and provide the most potent essential oils today. And so they're able to help those communities lift them out of poverty in exchange for these powerful gifts of the earth. And so doTERRA was formed in 2008, and they are over $1 billion company, the largest essential oil company, and they really focus on quality, which I'll talk about here. And then doTERRA's Gifts of the Earth empower millions of homes, and research continues to support the use of essential oils for wellness. And this is one of my favorite oils featured here, which is wild orange, which is also known as the happy oil or oil of abundance. And so today we get to enjoy all of the many things that were created by God and be able to enjoy all these gifts of the earth. And that's what's so amazing about all this.
Yes, thank you, Lance, for that introduction and also for that history of essential oils, because not a lot of people know that they have been used for that long of a time. So it's amazing. I'm so glad I discovered them about 5 years ago myself.
Yes, that's awesome. Me too.
Essential oils are natural aromatic compounds extracted and distilled from plants for health benefits. Peppermint leaf is a magnified picture of peppermint leaf. So the peppermint leaf, the oil sac is in the second picture. You can see that oil sac there. It is supercharged potency, 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So 1 drop of peppermint oil, which is 8 cents, equals 28 cups of peppermint tea. Oils are affordable, only pennies per dose.
Wow, that's really good to know. It's like the essential oils that are in the plants. Roughly 10% of the plants in the world have essential oils, and we're able to have such concentrated doses of awesome and for such an affordable price. I mean, they range in price, but this is such an amazing. I don't know about you, but I don't want to drink 28 cups of peppermint tea just to get, the therapeutic benefits of 1 drop.
There'll be a lot of liquid in your stomach. So 1
Yes.
drop of peppermint oil, which I can make tea out of, is pretty amazing.
That is amazing. But do oils really work? I mean, really? Well, we have the modern approach where man produces something, it addresses symptoms, and then needs remain. So there's a big focus on symptom management, which is where this little triangle comes into play, and the big part of the triangle is symptoms. But there is little to no focus on the actual root cause of what you're going through. And then there's the natural approach on the other end of the spectrum, where nature produces something, it addresses the root cause, and it meets your body's needs. And so there's symptoms, yes, that help us identify, hey, what's going on with my body? But the big part of that triangle is focusing on the root cause. And so that is very key, and the distinction. So it's really a normal looking triangle there in that case. And so oils contain hundreds of different compounds that provide complex and versatile ability to combat threats without building up a resistance. And so essential oils also can pass through your cell membranes, and this is specifically for the red blood cell, so they can handle internal threats within the cell, and then outside the cell also handle some other threats. And then oils work with your body to address issues and root causes on a cellular level. And that's really key because you have 70 to 90 billion red blood cells, and those little messengers and cars need the ability to fight anything that's coming at them, and so the oils are really there to help the body do its job. They don't heal the body, but they allow the body to get what it needs so that the body can then heal itself.
Wow, and I love that, the way that's explained, so we can, and it's really amazing how many cells we have in our body, and that the oil is actually able to enter inside our cells. I think that's amazing.
Exactly.
Are oils safe? Safety depends on quality. A pure single essential oil must be from one plant species and fall within certain quality percentages for their chemical constituents. Synthetic, lowest quality, is the most toxic. Food grade, low quality, varying toxicity with that. Therapeutic, lower quality, varying toxicity. And then you have certified pure therapeutic grade, highest quality, non-toxic. This stands for CPTG, equals a third party tested for purity and highest quality. And I know doTERRA does at least 9, if not more, testing on the oils to ensure that the quality is there, from the sourcing to the distillation to the bottling and to the consumer.
That's right. And some people may be like, well, that's just a marketing label that they throw on. But at the same time, the essential oil industry is not regulated, so you have to have quality standards that exceed and go far above the organic, labels that we have in the US, which are actually pretty low compared to the rest of the world. And so we also have to know that what we're getting is going to be able to provide us with the best results. And you can see from that little pie chart that the certified pure therapeutic grade that doTERRA offers makes up a tiny little sliver of all the others that are out there. And so that's also very, very important to note. And so it doesn't make up a lot of the actual types of oil out there in the market. And then therapeutic is what you would find at Whole Foods, Sprouts, Trader Joe's. And so that's going to be important to note. And even Walmart and Target have essential oils now. And so everybody's kind of jumping on the essential oil train because they see that there's a lot of value in them, and they see that, hey, there's a need.
Right. So if you're looking for a bottle and it says do not take internally or for external use only, then you're going to be guaranteed, even though it may say pure on the front of the label, that is not 100% pure.
Right. And when we talk about what's not 100% pure, we're going to talk about synthetic oils. And so, like I was mentioning earlier, this is a type of grade of essential oil. And so this makes up the vast majority of the oils out there on the market. And these are toxic chemical fragrances found in many store-bought and online brands of essential oils and consumer products. This is the lowest quality grade of essential oil and most abundant in the marketplace. And this is commonly used in the adulteration or tampering of other quality grades of essential oils, which lowers the cost, lowers the quality, and lowers the ability to provide positive results to your body. And so the big thing about this is it's not third-party tested for purity. They just kind of crank it off the assembly line and put it out there in the market, and hopefully it doesn't cause any long-term damage to your endocrine system, which controls your metabolism, your hormones, your appetite.
So then we have food-grade oils. And these are most commonly found in cooking extracts and flavorings. So they're higher quality than the synthetic in the gray part of the circle, but not the highest quality. So the government does regulate, and so they allow this quality to go into our food, but they also allow a lot of other chemicals to go into.
They just basically offer it with tampering because it's cheaper. I mean, if you're a corporation, you want to cut costs, maximize profits. The best way to do that is give a low quality product, and which really is great for people who are price sensitive, because if somebody's like, I don't want to pay that much, you won't. But you also get really low quality as well, which reduces the ability to produce consistent results. I have a client, and actually she sends oils to her mom in Russia, and she was like, because they don't have, well, they do now have doTERRA oils in Russia, but the mom wasn't using it, and she kind of tested another brand, and she was like, that other brand doesn't work the same as doTERRA's. And she's like, well, quality matters. And so the same thing with a car. If you get a lemon off the lot that's really bad and high mileage and not reliable, that's going to be different than a brand new Lexus, right? So
For sure.
Reliability and consistency of results is dependent on quality.
For sure.
All right, so when we look at therapeutic oils, this is not as much in the marketplace as food grade or synthetic, but it's still important to note because this is where you will find it, which is at like Walmart, Target, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Sprouts, all those type of health food stores or grocery stores. And this is most commonly found with brands on store shelves and online, so even people can get these on Amazon. They will be cheaper, but we'll talk about the difference of that. But you also don't get the service aspect and somebody to walk alongside of you, which is really important too. And sometimes those brands that you get on Amazon can be tampered with as well, like open bottles